For as sort of crowded as the Republican field is, things on the Democratic side are really a lot more complicated, especially when it comes to Iowa. How are Iowa Democrats, asked the New York Times in a piece out today. One local state senator answered for them, "I can't even begin to describe how bad it is." President Biden skipped the state's annual political hobnobbing. He's leading nationally, of course, RFK Jr. trailing, Marianne Williamson closely behind, and she is with us. Now, one of the things that makes it so complicated, nice to see you at the Iowa State Fair, one of the things that makes Democratic politics right now so complicated is you guys haven't even decided whether to have the first contest in Iowa or in South Carolina.
Yeah, they haven't let us know yet.
So are you going to go to both? What's your...
Well, Iowa's important no matter what they say. I mean, we have to go on as though, there is a contest, because in fact there is. And the DNC is keeping some sort of tight control on what happens.
Think they're trying to put the fix in for President Biden?
I don't know. You think so?
That's why I'm asking the question. Could it be? I don't... Big news today, though. Joe Biden's now having more and more problems. Special counsel for his son Hunter. Are you going to campaign on that? Is that more reason that things need to change?
There are a couple things that are important for all of us to remember. And one is that the justice system works independently of politics. We all have to remember
You really believe that?
Yes.
Okay.
I do believe that when it works at its best,
when it's best, sure.
And I think all of us as Americans need to support that notion.
Okay.
There is a special counsel for the former president. There's a special counsel for this president. There's a special counsel now for Hunter Biden. So we should all honor the fact that the justice system does what the justice system does and want that for our country. And secondly, it's also important to remember that Hunter Biden is not his father. Whether or not this complicates, obviously it complicates the situation for the president, but for me, I'm running on the issue. So to me, this is just one of the reasons why I would suggest that makes the Democrats very vulnerable for the president to be our candidate in 2024.
All right. ... And it's unusual. And look, I got to give you credit where credit's due. It's unusual to have someone who's challenged, someone who has a special counsel looking into him and not wanting to slam dunk on that. ... Why is it in America right now that the best we can seem to do, that the front runner of each party has a special counsel looking into him and to his son, and the front runner in the Republican Party has a special counsel looking into him?
I think it's why the American people are ready to move on.
So why isn't that reflected in your polling?
Well, in part because there has been such a systematized strategic effort to make sure that I'm not on CNN. Why do I not have a CNN town hall when people who are polling on your side less than I do have? I mean, why am I not on Meet the Press when some of your Republican candidates are who are polling less than I? It's, you have a lot of media out there that's chopping wood and carrying water for the DNC and so forth. But then on the other hand, I'm on your channel. So
we're always glad to hear you're
we all
welcome.
know how these things are. It's tough. There is, and I think on both sides, there's a predetermined conversation that the powers that be want to have, and a predetermined set of people that they believe are the ones that should be carrying forward that conversation, and they have their ways of peripheralizing anyone else. And we've seen this in the DNC before. We've seen it with Bernie Sanders. We see it now. But the difference I see is that the American people have evolved a lot, have matured a lot in their understanding of what's going on. Among the Democratic electorate, it's not appreciated that the president is not debating his opponents. The majority of Democratic-leaning voters have said they want to hear other people, and that's why I'm here. Bobby Kennedy is here.
Yeah, no, you guys are both talking about stuff.
Going forward.
Well, for whatever it's worth, and I feel compelled to report this because that's what we do and report things fairly, the one voter that we interviewed who was a staunch Democrat, she said, we voted for Biden. I said, oh, really? I said, that's interesting. I said, we've got Marianne Williamson on coming up later on the show. She goes, oh, my God, I love her. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
You've got some friends out there. It's nice. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.